Hey brothers and sisters, how y'all doing on this Friday morning? Friends, right here, have this water bottle. I have a question. It's only 8 ounces. It's not very heavy. So when you hold this water bottle up, what happens? Nothing happens, right? But what happens when you hold it up for half hour? Maybe you start to get a bit sore after a while. 8 ounces start to feel a little heavier. What about 2 hours? Starting to get rough now, isn't it? Starting to get a little numb. Starts to hurt a little bit. What if you hold it up for about a week? What happens then? It wouldn't surprise me if your arms feel like it's probably just fell off. But regardless, 8 ounces is 8 ounces. It's not that heavy. But the point I'm making here is that's how it is when you hold grudges. The longer you hold on to a grudge, it's not affecting the other person. It's affecting you. The longer you hold on to grudges, the more it hurts you, right? And the same thing with this water bottle. The longer you hold on to it, might not be so bad at first, but after a while, it starts to hurt, right? So instead of holding grudges, we have to learn to forgive people who sin against us, who betray us, regardless of what it is. Some people say, "Oh, it's so easy to forgive somebody. It's not that hard." But on the daily, we know of people that hold grudges over something petty. Oh, that person just stole my pen. I would never forgive him. But, we also have people who have their spouses murdered in cold blood. And we also have people that have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars stolen from them by people who claim to be their friend. If you can't forgive somebody over something petty about like stealing your pen, how much harder would it be to forgive somebody that just stole $1,000 from you, that just murdered your spouse, your child, your mother, your father? It would be a lot more difficult. But it can be done, and there's really no excuse for it. Listen, brothers and sisters, when Peter asked Jesus, how much should I forgive my brother that sinned against me? Jesus says forgive them 70 times 7. Jesus says to forgive them 490 times. How difficult would that be if you have to forgive somebody just that much who just murdered your spouse? How difficult would that be? The problem is when you hold grudges, those moments, they replay over and over and over in your head. That's what I mean by it hurts you more in the long run, because it could be 10 years down the road and you're still thinking, oh, that guy just murdered my spouse. It's been 10 years and I remember it and I can't forgive him. But then some people say, well, Brother John, you don't know what you're talking about. That's never happened to you. Your spouse is still alive. Yes, that is true. My spouse is still alive. But I know somebody who knows exactly what they're talking about. When Jesus hung up on the cross, he was in the process of being murdered. He was being murdered by the world, the known world at the time, right? What did Jesus say on that cross? blood dripping down his body, spit in the face, and a crown of thorns hung upon his head. What did Jesus say? Jesus could have easily destroyed them right then and there. He could have destroyed them before it even happened. Yet this is what Jesus said. This is how forgiving Jesus is. He said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Jesus was being murdered, and he forgave his murderers. How difficult that must have been. Friends, Jesus is my example. I want to be like Jesus. I want to forgive the same way he forgave them. Regardless of what it is, I want to be able to do that. And he should be your example too. I'm not going to go into all the stories of betrayal that I've experienced in my lifetime. But I want these people to know that I do forgive them. Friends, if you're holding on to grudges, just let it go. Jesus says to rest, right? Stop holding on to grudges. Come to Jesus, rest, and forgive them. If you can't forgive your enemies who spit in your face, who stole your pens, who stabbed you in the back, listen, every time you willingly sin, that's exactly what you do to Christ. You stab him in the back. You spit in his face. And you hang him up on that cross again. Yet Jesus forgives you anyway. If you can't forgive people over simple mistakes, then why do you think Jesus should forgive you? Yet he still does. Friends, it's time to stop holding on to grudges. Give it up to God. Go to that person and say, hey, it's been a long time. You do this to me, I want you to know that I forgive you. That's all you got to do. It might be difficult, but it can be done, and Jesus wants you to do that. For Jesus is our example. Friends, come to Christ. Forgive your enemies. And that's it. Until next time, this is John Tinsley with Everlasting Rock Ministries, and always remember, the truth never fails. God bless you.